Hey, how's it going? It's Turner Gentry from Vernon's Pure Country, reporting to you live from just outside of downtown Vernon. I am joined by the one and the only Carly Friddes of BMAC and Carly on Virgin Radio 99.9.
Thank you, Turner, for having me.
No, and thank you. So just to introduce ourselves a little bit, I'm not from here, so I didn't really understand how big the Winter Carnival was. But you were born and raised in Vernon, weren't you?
Well, this is the 64th annual, and yeah, this is where I grew up. This is my hometown. Just the fact coming back and asking you, do Joe and Joe Pet still exist? And they do. Brings back so many memories of being a little girl.
Yeah, no, there's still quite a few traditions that are still kicking around with the Vernon Winter Carnival, which I think is pretty rad. We'll go through a handful of them throughout the broadcast.
Perfect.
But it looks like the parade is just coming up to us now, and it looks like we're being led by the Army, Navy, and Air Force Veterans Unit number 5 and their color party, which is fair. I do see quite a few flags.
Very, very important people.
Yeah, they are a veterans nonprofit organization that put out approximately is this $40,000 per year to help our cadets and community organizations.
Wow,
that's fantastic.
And you always see the cadets every summer roaming around downtown.
And they're followed closely by the Kalamalka Highlanders Pipe Band, it would appear.
That doesn't look easy.
No.
It doesn't look easy to be able to play that.
And it's one thing to play an instrument while sitting or standing. It's another thing to do it while walking.
Good point. And the way they just swing those sticks around. Now, who's this colorful character?
I'm not entirely sure.
He can't catch his golf ball.
Okay.
I hate it when that happens.
Good deal. He's a part of the Okanagan Military Tattoo.
There we go.
You know that much. Which actually, one of the largest indoor events in Vernon, I believe, the Military Tattoo. Don't miss Sounds of Celebration. Now get this. Get ready to experience the sheer power of music and dance to unite, inspire, and uplift the human spirit. You can buy tickets on Ticket Seller. You can make it shorter. I'm not supposed to read the stuff in the brackets.
Oh, I see. Got you. Make sure you follow those rules, would you?
Now we've got our presenting sponsor for the 64th annual Vernon Winter Carnival, the lovely folks at Valley First. They're doing a fantastic job. Of course, local credit union, and always looking out for folks in the interior and across the North Okanagan.
We were talking about the fact that this is the 64th annual. This is crazy. Our first annual Winter Carnival was held January 27th through to February 5th, 1961.
I didn't realize that.
That's older than me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't realize that there was folks around here that long ago that were
sure
having big get-togethers and whatnot. The local BC NDP are now joining us here, of course, with our MLA Harwinder Sandhu. I don't know if actually I spotted her. Oh, you know what? We've lost the back of the train.
It's okay. It's okay. That happens at carnivals. I didn't know this, Turner. Did you know that it's tradition to turn your Christmas lights back on for 10 days during Winter Carnival?
You know what? I didn't, which is why I took them down on January 25th, which still felt a little too late for me.
Please tell me your Christmas tree's down, though.
Oh, of course. No,
Okay.
the Christmas tree's long gone.
Okay, good.
And here we are with the rest of the float and the crew for the BC NDP with lovely MLA Harwinder Sandhu in the back of the truck. Where is she hiding? Oh, she's handing out candy. Oh, so she's still lagging behind a bit. Good deal. Well, it looks like we're getting all the politicians in one fell swoop, so that's good. Oh, I see her running. She's wearing the blue.
Oh, there she
is waving.
Oh, isn't she beautiful?
My interactions with the MLA have been lovely.
Yeah, you actually had mentioned that before we went on air.
Yeah, she actually We judged tarts together.
Oh, tarts.
We judged tarts together in Lumbee.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who doesn't like a good tart?
Exactly. And just behind them, our local federal MP, of course, Mel Arnold. He was first elected in 2015 and was reelected again in the following elections.
Now, I was talking about Joe Poe and Joe Pett. In 2020, Joe Poe and Joe Pett received updates to their costumes and makeup to celebrate the 60th anniversary. I just love the fact that they're still around.
Yeah.
Just fond memories as a child.
Exactly. And one thing I do appreciate as well is that we've got a new mascot for this year. You may see a Yeti in the parade here or there, which will be
And this is the first
exciting.
year for that?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. In fact, I asked folks on the air if they could tell me the names of the local mascots for the parade or for the Winter Carnival, and they gave me a very hard time that I didn't know the new one yet. And we've got the city. Oh, and there's Mr. Mayor.
Oh, there! Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Brilliant. So yeah, the city of Vernon in all of their electric vehicles. So
I
that's
noticed
good.
that.
No emissions. Nice.
I'm in the market for an electric car, so this is a good sign.
Brilliant. You'll have to ask the mayor if he likes that one.
I will.
Yeah, wow, all the politicians are at the front, actually. Now we've got a city councilor joining us as well, Teresa Durning. Third year as a city council member. Her float depicts both the spirit of Carnival and her commitment to the citizens of Vernon. Oh, yeah!
Oh, that's cute.
Is she done up as the Queen of Hearts?
That's great.
Oh, that's fun.
Winter Carnival, of course, is the best time of year to visit downtown Vernon. Downtown Vernon Association is hosting its annual Gold Rush scavenger hunt for a chance to win real gold. More info at VernonWinterCarnival.com.
It's actually really rad. We gave away a few of the booklets on the air at Vernon's Pure Country, and on top of that, while I was walking here to the parade, I saw a whole bunch of folks filling out their clue books while they were running around downtown. It was super, super cool.
People and their dogs. Hey? People and their dogs. You have a dog.
I do have a dog. Do you have a dog?
I have a dog. My dog, if I may brag for a second, is 16 years old.
Oh, my.
And she is the love of my life. And her name is Abby. What's your dog's name?
His name is Leonard.
Leonard?
Leonard. When he came
Great
to me,
name.
he looks a little bit like a lion. So when he came to me, his name was Leo, and I was like, no, you are a distinguished gentleman. Your name is now Leonard.
Great name. I like that. I like that a lot.
Much too kind. And just as I said, Carly, as we could expect, at one point, eventually down the road, there's a little bit of a bottleneck, and everyone hangs tight for a moment. Oh, and now we've got the one and the only, the Vernon Winter Carnival float in the parade at the Vernon Winter Carnival.
Oh, Pac-Man, come on, best game ever.
Of course, and there's one of the Winter Carnival police officers, Joe Poe, Joe Pett. Howdy.
Hello. It looks fabulous on you.
Of course, the theme of the parade this year, or sorry, the Winter Carnival this year, is games. It's nice to see all the folks celebrating. Of course, we saw some folks. I believe the MP was done up in a Scrabble get-up,
okay.
And now we've got Pac-Man here. It'll be great to see all the other game-related floats coming through throughout the rest of the morning.
Rest the best. Let's hope we never end up in there, Turner.
Actually, I do believe there's a way to avoid being arrested, and it's having your Vernon Winter Carnival pin on.
Okay.
Which I am missing today.
They still do the pins too.
Oh, Carly,
Get out of town.
Not much has changed.
I love it. I love it. Keep in mind, if you are a hockey fan, the 51st annual Coca-Cola Classic Pee Wee Hockey Tournament is back after a year's hiatus. 8 teams are going to be participating in one of Western Canada's best-rated and most exciting Pee Wee tournaments. It all goes down Thursday, February 8th to Sunday, February the 11th at Cal Tire Place North.
Amazing. We've just had our JCI Citizen of the Year pop by, who happen to be neighbors of ours at the Pure Country studio. Congratulations goes out to Gina Barzan of the Animal Auxiliary Thrift Store. Do fantastic stuff in the area. The Girl Guides are also tagging along with some Scrabble
I was
outfits.
never a Girl Guide.
No?
No.
But you ate the cookies.
Of course I did.
Me too.
My friend was, though, and I was always so jealous when she got to go.
I mean,
I missed out on that one.
I'll make any excuse to be in a parade.
Are we a chocolate or the vanilla flavor with the Girl Guide cookies?
I'm
You'll
not.
take them all?
I'll take them all.
You're not picky?
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't come to my door, but if they come to the studio, I'll buy a bunch.
Hi, guys!
The lovely folks at the Schubert Center, the senior activity center here in the area, with their a Paradise.
Oh,
Paradise.
God, I get it.
Yes.
Took me a second, but I got it.
That's good. Also, the Freemasons Miriam Lodge, number 20, they're coming through as well, giving us plenty of waves. Howdy. And the Canadian Cancer Society are just right behind with their Wheels of Hope.
And it's interesting to see how past years how people dressed up with so many layers on, and this year just the weather's just been so crazily unpredictable.
I agree. Yeah, it's definitely, you know what? I think my first year that I was doing the parade, it was like a little too cold.
What? See, there you
and
go.
now this year, it's almost a little too warm.
Yep,
almost. If memory serves me correct, with the folks at the Cancer Society and Wheels of Hope, I believe they shuttle folks into Kelowna and Metro Vancouver.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
For cancer treatment. So fantastic what they're doing for folks here in the community that need it.
Also, the Snow Globe concert series presented by A&W will be the biggest party of the year. It's at the Vernon Rec Center. The Barn Burner will feature local favorites, Cod Gone Wild. I love those guys.
It should be a good time. We've been giving away tickets on the air. I'm only a little jealous of everyone that won.
Now look at this next one.
The North Okanagan Pipes and Drums now popping by. I didn't realize we were going to have multiple piping groups, so shout out to them.
Bagpipes make me emotional. I don't know why.
You know what? I've been to a few funerals where there was a bagpipe song.
A funeral and a bagpipe?
I think that'll do it.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Hello!
Now the British Columbia Dragoons popping through. The Okanagan's own Army Reserve Regiment, based right here in Vernon. Just as you're coming into town from Kelowna, you'll see all of their barracks, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And now we've got the search and rescue squad as
Very
well.
important people.
It looks like it went from like we started off with the politicians. And now we've got search and rescue, and then more emergency services all down the line. It's nice that they keep them all together.
Yeah, obviously very important people in our community for sure.
I couldn't help but agree. They've even got a boat being pulled on a trailer to show that they don't just search and rescue out in the mountains, out in the woods, but also folks that are out on the lovely lakes that we get to, enjoy in our backyards here in the North Okanagan.
Yep.
Are you okay? So
yes,
born in Vernon.
Yes.
Live in Kelowna now.
Yes.
Are you? I'm.
Just say it, Turner. What's going on in that brain?
Are you a Kalamalka Lake kind of gal?
Yes.
Or are you a Lake Okanagan gal?
Oh no, I'm Kalamalka Lake.
Yeah, me
all
too.
the way.
Me
the way.
too.
My favorite place is Cal Park. Come on, Cal Park's one of the most beautiful parks in the world.
That's fair. And there's just something about the water at the lake. It's just a little bit clearer than. I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't have an Ogopogo in it, so that's not as fun. But it is nice to have multiple options for a little bit of recreation on the lake in our backyard.
For sure. So you said there's multiple Joe Poe and Joe Pets. We've seen two of them now.
Yeah, and I believe we've got a Yeti coming up next as well, which is pretty rad. Right alongside our friends at the 63rd Kalamalka Royal Canadian Sea Cadet Corps, the 223rd Red Lion Squadron of the Air Cadets. They're welcoming youth between the ages of 12 and 18 into the cadets.
It's such an important program as well. I mean, that as a child, that was always a sign that summer is here. When you see the cadets at the cadet camp and walking around downtown.
And now we're joined by the folks at the Vernon Pride
Vernon
Society, which is exciting. Always exciting. Oh, this is great. I love what they've written here. They're ready for the Winter Games.
I like all these puns.
Oh, that's fun. They do Pride Week in Vernon is a blast, and it's really great to see folks come out and support the local community.
100%.
Keeping it a little bit colorful.
You're a lot colorful.
I'm a little colorful.
Do you ever get in a bad mood?
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh, once in a blue moon.
You just, you have good energy. Good energy.
Carly, I think you got me on a good day. The Kalamalka Caring Clowns just popped by there. No, they're done up like clowns, which is super duper fun. And they're a nonprofit group that goes into hospitals and care homes.
Oh, that's so
to
special.
help share smiles.
Oh.
Isn't that wholesome? Oh, there's another
There's
Joe
Joe Pett. Hi, Joe Pett.
I said there'd be multiple of them.
Goodness. I mean, it's just crazy to think, I was saying earlier, the first Winter Carnival was held in 1961 and still going strong today.
I couldn't help but agree. I could not help but agree.
Nice.
Looks like we've got a summer camp popping through now. The North Okanagan Taekwondo Association. Rock on.
Hey, what's that?
I did Taekwondo as a kid.
You did?
I did, yeah.
Can you remember any moves?
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. They've got some folks doing demonstrations much better than anything I could ever do. That's for
Give
sure.
yourself some credit, Turner. I wouldn't know the difference. You should have just said yes.
No, I'm gonna pull a leg if I do something like that. Hamstring, muscle, I'll fall.
So cool. Especially seeing girls do it. I love that.
The as previously stated, more emergency services. We've got the paramedics popping by now.
Random weird question. Have you ever been in an ambulance?
No. In fact, I've never been to the hospital for me, apart from when I was born. Never been to the hospital for me.
What?
Yeah, any mild emergency, my mom's taking me to a clinic.
Really?
Yeah, we never did hospitals.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as clumsy as I thought, I guess. The Vernon Fire and Rescue Service is on now, where they've got a lovely mascot up on the fire engine.
We all love a fire truck and a fireman, don't we?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm here for the Dalmatians. And the Dalmatian's name's Sparky, of course. Now,
yes.
What do sheriffs do? Are they bringing folks from jail to court? Is that what
sounds
sheriffs
about right.
do? Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, because I know
right.
in the States a sheriff is like sort of the county policeman.
Okay.
But we don't have those here.
I'm just going to agree with everything you're saying.
Okay. Well, Carly, then we're in for a smooth ride for the rest of the parade.
Now, it says here that the first Winter Carnival was held on Long Lake, which is Kalamalka Lake, in 1893. Was Kalamalka Lake once called Long Lake?
I guess so.
Interesting. I never knew that.
So, you've been around these parts a bit longer than I. You've always called it Kalamalka Lake growing up?
Yes, and I think you can tell when someone's not local if they say Lake Okanagan. Like, oh, you're not from here. Because locals say Okanagan Lake.
Yes.
And it's always a thing.
Okay.
But in it's never Kalamalka Lake. It's just Cal Lake.
It's Cal.
Cal Lake.
Yeah.
Just shorten it.
Easy peasy. Our BC Regiment band popping through now, followed closely by the new owner of Martin's Brew Pub.
Oh, and where's that located now?
Sorry?
Where's that located now?
Oh, right downtown. Actually, they're going to go right past the front door in a minute.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, look what they did with the bus. That looks
I want to say
great.
the corner of 30th and 30th.
Okay. You know street names and numbers here?
I try.
I just know landmarks. I don't even know that.
Our BC Transit bus popping through as dressed up as Monopoly.
That's great.
Yes. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, and do we have a queen here?
I do believe we might have someone who's done a pageant or two before.
Now, it's supposed to be very, very hard to perfect that wave. Do you know that?
You know what? A wave like that, a royal wave.
Yes.
I could never.
You could.
Oh, maybe I could. This is the West Kelowna Youth Ambassadors being towed by the folks at Onside Restoration.
Look at that wave. They're very particular. I like that.
Attending, so we've got Annika Fuller, and then the first Vice Ambassador, Isabel Hinton and Gracie Isaac.
Okay.
And then more where that came from, all having a lovely wave. One's waving a bit quicker than the others. I think that's kind of funny. Brilliant. Always fun and games at Chartwell Carrington Place, which I do believe is a retirement community.
Retirement residents. Yeah,
and they are being followed by some residents in the bus, which I think is super fun.
And look at these horses coming up. A huge thank you to the 2024 parade sponsors, City of Vernon, Valley First, as well as Tourism Vernon. Oh wow, look at those beauties.
These are the wild cards on horseback, which I think is fun.
I used to ride horses.
Really?
I was, yes. My horse's name was Moose.
Moose.
I loved Moose so much.
That's a fun name for a horse.
You ever been on a horse?
I have.
Was it an enjoyable experience?
It was.
When
okay.
the voice gets high, that kind of means things didn't go as planned.
It was fine. I didn't fall off. There was once, I believe I was. It might have been closer to a donkey, like a mule, but I did get to ride a horse on a beach in the Dominican Republic once.
Ooh.
It was a little horse though. I did feel like I was gonna do some damage to the poor thing, and I'm not. A few years ago, I was even skinnier than I am now.
Yeah, it's crept up on us all, Turner. That's that getting old thing.
What can you do? But it looks like the horses are having a good time, despite all the loud noises they're handling.
Yeah, no kidding.
The excitement of the day quite well.
And if you didn't realize this, for people out there, that it's Carnival tradition to turn your Christmas lights back on for 10 days during the Winter Carnival. So there's an excuse for you not to take down your lights.
So funny
right
enough,
away.
When I was taking down my lights, which still I felt like I kept them up too long, I thought, oh, I'm the worst in the neighborhood. I'm the only one that still has them up. And then I looked across my parking lot, and I saw one more condo with lights still on, and I thought, okay, I've done okay then.
Well, you're going to have to make sure next year you don't take them down at all until the end of Winter Carnival.
Exactly. I forgot that that was a tradition around these parts. Silly me. The lovely folks at Magnet Signs now popping by, of course, for any of your visual roadside advertising needs. And now the folks at the North Okanagan Cycling Society. It looks like they've got plenty of kiddos and adults out on bikes. There's a youth program. It looks like they're advertising like an endurance race. Do you have a bicycle? Do you cycle much?
I do have a bicycle, and I love that you said bicycle because my co-host makes fun of me all the time for saying the word bicycle, so you're my kind of people. Yes, nothing like, you have to have a bike in the summer in the Okanagan. There's nothing better.
I feel like that might be one of my investments this summer.
Now, would you get just a regular bike or would you get an electric one?
So I'll be 27 this summer, and I think if I do an electric one now, it's never gonna.
Okay.
You know, like I'm not gonna burn the calories I need to.
I like that. That's good. Good for you.
It's just me personally. I probably wouldn't go for a mountain bike though. I'd do something a little more.
Not as Daredevil?
Yeah, I do like a road bike.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Now we have
ride to the lake and back.
Vernon Comic Con. Now, didn't you not say that you went to that last year? Who was saying that?
I did not. Shane, Shane here at Vernon's Pure Country has checked it out, and lovely event. Honestly, I'm shocked at how busy it gets in the city. Like, and everyone's all done up.
Yep.
Love a Comic-Con.
Yep.
So shout out to the folks that put on that event. It's great. I'm looking forward to it. I believe first Saturday in May this year.
Okay. And next we have the Red Lion Squadron Air Cadets.
I didn't realize there was more Air Cadets.
The Red Canadian Sea Cadets is a free program from youth ages 12 to 19, if your kids are in that age range.
Oh, I've also maybe they're this. It says Sea Cadets in our little notes here. So maybe the Air folks came through earlier. Oh no, this still says Air Cadets. Too many cadets, can't keep track of them. And we're now at the 41st float in the parade. Ryder Ventures Limited, wildfire and flood protection, and they've got
A hawk.
Is that what that is?
That's a hawk.
Hawk. Okay.
Don't trust me
Some
on that.
sort of bird. An avian mascot.
And the Vernon Girls Trumpet Band, another activity I so wanted to do when I was young.
I do believe they were performing at the Balloon Glow last night near Caltire Place. I didn't realize, I've never been that close to hot air balloons. They're ginormous.
You know, it's my dream to be on a hot air balloon, and I was talking about it on air the other day, and a lot of listeners texted in saying it was one of the most magical experiences of their lives.
One thing that would concern me getting in a hot air balloon, personally,
Tell me.
you just go with the wind.
Yep.
You don't know where
Yeah.
you're going to land.
But that's the part of the excitement.
But what if you accidentally land in like a farmer's field and they're not very kind about it?
Then you land in a farmer's field and they're not very kind about it. So what?
And you say sorry a few times. I will say the Balloon Glow this year with the Vernon Winter Carnival was a humongous turnout at Caltire Place, and just the traffic alone
Yes, I
was
heard
enough
it
to
was-
talk about. But seeing all the folks show up for the event was amazing, and a great way to kick off the festivities of the Winter Carnival. Of course, followed closely by the parade.
Vernon Girls Trumpet Band, been around 75 years in Vernon. That's impressive.
Been around longer than the Winter Carnival even. Well, not the first one.
It's true. Good point.
Not the first one, but the Winter Carnival as you and I know and love it. 64th annual Winter Carnival this year. And of course, a few things had to change 2021, but I'm very happy that all of the events that everyone know and love are back on as
100%.
scheduled. Oh, how do you feel about people that say scheduled, Carly?
I'm a scheduled kind of girl.
Okay.
I don't have any hate in my body.
Okay,
it's
good.
okay.
The lovely folks at Fix Auto now popping by. Book anytime for a free estimate, it says.
Fantastic.
Good deal.
And-
Hopefully you don't need to go, though. That would mean you'd been in a car crash.
Vernon BMX Club, which again has been around since I was a little girl. So we're not getting a BMX bike either, right?
No.
No electric, no
I
BMX.
rocked a BMX bike back in the day.
Yeah.
But I was also much smaller.
Okay.
And then you saw like the grown-up kids on the same size bike. I'm like, no, that looks just a little silly.
I know exactly what you're saying.
But look at all these kids out having a great time on their bikes. I think that's super rad. Always nice to get out of the house. And of course, normally wouldn't be biking season this time of year, but we
Yeah.
are having a bit of a milder winter.
Extremely more milder.
Apart from that 1 week in January.
Yes, I was away. I skipped that.
Must have been
I was
nice.
in Palm Springs, but we came home to it. Are you a golfer?
You know what? An awful one, but yes.
Okay, because we have Foggy Basket Disc Golf Club coming up.
Rock on. Hopefully, so the disc club folks popped by in the parade a few years ago, and we got a lovely frisbee thrown at us, and then we almost took off the cameraman's head with it.
Oh, you told me that story earlier.
So I'm glad there hasn't been one flung my way just yet.
That would have been good TV to watch, that's for sure.
It makes for good TV, that's fair. Yet another Scrabble outfit, the folks at Chapman Industries. Life is more fun when you are playing games. I couldn't help but agree. What do you have? Do you have like on Virgin 99.9? Do you have games that you sort of do every week?
Yeah, we have one game that we play every single morning. It's called the Breakfast Battle.
Okay.
Very popular game.
What does it consist of?
It consists of, there's a word, the same word inside a word, and you have to describe the word. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Just go with it. I'm horrible at explaining
okay.
it. But it's a hit, especially with the kids.
Rock on.
Every morning.
I might have to steal that for my show. So, what does the blade machine do?
That's a great question.
It looks like farming equipment.
It looks like you really have to know what you're doing.
Oh, I would agree with that, yeah. Quick question, sir. What does this machine do?
It's a grader.
A grader.
Yes.
What are you grading?
Materials aggregate. Like
Okay.
crushed
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So,
Thank
like,
you.
that's going to be in, like, a quarry.
Yeah,
No.
roads.
Roads.
Yeah.
Oh, roads.
Good thing we're in radio,
Not
Turner.
farming equipment.
Good thing we're in radio. Oh,
Yeah.
and here comes my people. I'm Ukrainian.
Brilliant. Were you a part of the dance ensemble back in the day?
I was. Yes,
You
I
were?
was. Yes.
That's fantastic. I will say I do love the colors and love
I
the traditional. Is outfits the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, let's say outfits I think would be better than costume.
Yes, I
Yeah.
couldn't help but agree. Yet another dance I wouldn't, similar to the Taekwondo, would fall flat on my face. Now, the Sadik Ukrainian Dance Ensemble has been performing in the community for over 20 years
Wow.
through artistic direction of Andrea Malich, who's been sharing Ukrainian culture here in Canada for over 40 years.
That's special.
Rock on!
Looks like somebody very fancy coming up. We have Miss Universal Global, Samantha Sewell. Represented Canada and Vernon at the Miss Universal Global International Pageant in Orlando, Florida last summer. Congratulations to her.
And let alone did she represent us, she came first.
Did she?
She sure did. It's always exciting when you've got like that one local story.
Yes.
For example, I do believe there's also a woman from Vernon who is one of only 3 people in the world to do more than one ultra-deca crazy over-the-top like marathon triathlon.
Oh, and from Vernon.
From Vernon.
Really?
I think
That makes me
I think
proud.
it's something like you do 10 triathlons continuously, and she's done it twice. Like that's one marathon
I don't know
is
if I
enough
could
for
be
me.
friends with her. She'd make me feel very bad about myself.
The lovely folks at Cal Tire now popping through. What? I didn't realize Cal Tire was from
Yes.
the lovely
Mr. Ford.
North Okanagan,
Yep.
named after the lake.
Yes, this is true.
And one of the largest tire businesses, not just in Canada, but North America.
Yes. I did know that. I did.
And of course, the folks that started the company did fantastic things here in the community as well. I do believe, I can't remember the name. Oh,
Mr. Ford
The
was his-
Fords.
yes.
Yes.
Yep.
They have a few buildings and whatnot that have been dedicated to them
Yes.
through all of their generous donations through their stint here.
And we have the Vernon Figure Skating Club coming up right now, a nonprofit society in Vernon. Wow, since 1961. These are some old dates. I love this. Things still continuing. I just think that's so incredibly cool.
Did you skate much as a kid?
No, I sure didn't. You?
You know what? In grade 5.
Oh, we're going all the way back to grade 5.
All the way back to grade
Oh.
5. I tripped over my own skate.
Oh, you did?
And needed 5 stitches on my chin.
Oh,
So
was that it of your skating career?
That was. I think I've gone skating maybe 3 times since then. But I've been extremely cautious, and I avoided it like the plague for quite some time.
It's quite a skill, I must say.
I had a friend who did figure skating, and they're doing the turns and the jumps, and I don't know how they do it.
The triple sauerkraut,
Yes.
triple, that's all I know.
Of course.
that's
Oh,
nice.
I've got some goodies from the folks at Cal Tire. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and candy. Don't mind if we do. Okay, this politician was not. This politician was not at the front with the rest of the politicians. Kevin Acton, who I believe is the current mayor of Lumbee,
Okay.
will be running for the BC United Party in the upcoming provincial election.
And I love the fact that he's rocking the pink. Good. Thank you.
Thank you. No,
Okay.
so many candies. I don't know who I'm going to pawn these candies off on later on today.
And next we have St. James School.
And they're done up like Minecraft. Now, I think this is fun. This is, I think, apart from perhaps the Comic-Con folks, the first proper video game float that I've seen, which I think is a fun take on the game's theme. And I mean, I play a few video games, so
Are you
I'm
a
little
gamer?
biased.
Are you?
I'm a little bit of a gamer.
Are you?
Yeah. I played Minecraft back in the day. I have realized, though, that like a lot of the games, if it's not going my way, I get really frustrated.
Oh, you
so
do?
I've just stopped. Like, no, if I'm not going to win,
You just stop and
I'm
walk
just
away?
gonna
Take
put
a
it
break?
down,
Okay.
watch a TV show,
That's a good way to do it.
take a breath.
And next we have Armstrong Regional Co-op.
Yes, a fantastic cooperative that operates in the North Okanagan and beyond. I do believe they have a gas bar in Cranbrook now.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they also operate a handful of other businesses other than just the gas bars. And then the folks at Denny's stopping in as well. Open 24 hours. That is, I believe, like, apart from perhaps like a McDonald's and whatnot, might be one of the only options in town, now that I think about it.
That Denny's location here in Vernon, we got up to no good in high school. Oh, gosh, we would just not be the nicest. Going in the middle of the night and eating our faces off and being kind of rude to the servers back in the day.
I feel like any town that had a 24-hour Denny's had that experience.
Okay, good.
Guilty. It was the night of prom after all the festivities.
Yes.
Yeah, like, oh, we're going to Denny's.
That's
Hey.
right.
Good times had all around.
And Vernon Vipers Junior Hockey Club.
Yes, and the even younger, the under 13 Watkin Motors Mustangs. I'll be honest, if you're going to be sponsored by Ford, might as well be a Mustang, right?
That's right.
Did you go to many Vipers games growing up here? Were they the Vipers at the time?
No, they were. Oh gosh, what were they? Lakers. They
The
were called that.
Lakers.
Everyone in Vernon is a Lakers fan. That was their theme song.
There was a tune and everything.
Yeah, there
oh
was.
my.
Yeah. Everyone in Vernon is a Lakers fan.
Sniper the mascot popping by with the Vipers coming through as well.
Ugh, and it was such an important float next. We have Stutter's Restoration.
Are you
I've
just saying that
no,
because they advertise with us?
No, no. I just had friends who dealt with them, and they were spectacular.
Of
'Cause my
course.
friend's basement flooded, and I don't know what they would have done if they weren't able to call Stutters.
There's something about restoration businesses that they're there to save the day.
Well, yeah, all these people depending on them for sure.
And it looks like they're all done up as Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man's a video game. I've seen a few Pac-Man floats now that I think about it. I take back everything I said. Oh, and there's another police officer popping in. Yeah, I'm glad she didn't arrest us because we're not wearing our pins.
Well, you never told me about that, so you're gonna have to take the
You
brunt
should
for
have
that.
known.
I should have
It's-
known. It's been a while.
It's been a
while,
while.
Turner.
Oh, they've even got a dog done up. Is the dog Pac-Man? The dog is Pac-Man. Isn't that
What
wholesome?
a beauty.
And I love that all the humans are the ghosts. They have names, Inky and Pinky,
And Blinky.
and one of them's name is like Dave.
Seriously?
I honestly, I love that I know that the ghosts in Pac-Man have names. Yeah, and one of them has like a human name, and the other ones are kind of sing-songing.
I think that's the best when people name their dogs human names
Like
like a
Leonard.
Dave. Leonard's really good. Leonard's really good.
More first responders, it would appear, or just a thank you to first responders, healthcare, ambulance, firefighters,
course.
police. Yeah, could not help but agree. Now it looks like the folks at Elks 45 popping in.
Oh, they're funny. Look at the big beard. Look in the back.
Is that are they going with a? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Is that a dino from?
I don't know.
It's
I
on
can't
the
help
tip.
you.
Oh,
I
it's
hate that.
the Flintstones.
Oh, Flintstones.
There you go. And it looks like their game is beer pong.
Oh, that's fun. I have never played beer pong. Do you know that?
I have. And I think actually I was good after I lost the first game. I got better.
Well, because right, yeah, okay, I got what you're saying.
I don't think we need to give more details on that.
It.
That's kind of fun. It looks
Parkwood
like
Retirement Resort, I believe, is next.
yes, one of the other retirement communities here in the North Okanagan, which isn't really surprising. I do believe Vernon has one of the oldest mean or average ages.
Really?
In the province, yes.
Really? I didn't
do
know
believe
that.
so. I mean, you make that joke about the Okanagan in general. That's where people are newlywed and nearly.
Yeah.
No, that's not very
that's
nice.
not
no.
nice at all.
No, that's not nice at
Turner.
all. But there are a handful of retirement communities
Yes.
here, and I get it. My parents retired in Lumby.
Hey, we're all get. Oh, did they?
Yeah,
They're here now.
they're here now.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, they just got back into town yesterday.
Oh. That's nice. I love Lumby.
Lovely little town.
And we're all getting older, Turner. Every single one of us.
Don't remind me.
Yeah.
So, parade entry number 62, Beacons Furry Foundation Society, providing family and children in need with a helping paw. A helping paw! To empower them to achieve their full potential and reduce worries throughout the central Okanagan. Home to Build a Furry Friend Toy Lodge.
Oh,
that's a great idea.
Fun.
Oh, that's super duper fun.
Beavers are so damn
This
cute.
might be the first time I've heard of them, but I need to do more research. That sounds like a lovely organization to get behind.
We got some rockers coming down next.
Yeah?
Look at the little kids. How cute.
Oh, they are rocking out. Oh, their game's Guitar Hero.
There you go.
That's so fun. This is the Southward Medical Supplies float, in it with a lifted Ford F-150 and Guitar Hero. That's so
good.
cool.
I think you could rock those leopard pants there yourself, Turner.
You know what? I just might be able to. Maybe.
Listen to the song. Here, wait. Cause everyone in Vernon is a Lakers fan. See? If you missed it, I was just telling Turner that the Vipers used to be called the Lakers back in the day, and that was their theme song.
That's fun. Okay, that's a fun play on words. The Okanagan Baptist Church popping through now. I did not realize they had a school bus. They are popping through with their free ride to kids club bus, which I think is kind of rad. And looks like they've got a game happening inside.
Aww.
Oh, it's a pirate ship.
Aw.
Oh, that's fun.
Arr.
Oh, and it looks like more pirate festivities following behind as well. Alrighty.
And behind that, we have Planet Fitness, which, my goodness, has the best deals ever.
I couldn't help but agree. They just opened in town, and
Oh, they're brand new?
just before Christmas, I believe.
Okay.
Always nice to look after yourself.
This is true.
It's good, but don't go too hard.
Why
is
does
what I
it
need to
get
tell
so
myself
much harder
at
to
the
look
gym.
after yourself when you get older?
You know, one thing.
What is that?
One thing I will say is that I'm how to word this. I am glad that I know what I'm doing at the gym now.
Right.
Because if I got into the gym when I was, in high school, I would have definitely damaged myself a
Hurt
lot more
yourself?
than I do now.
And Vernon Community Music School is next. That brings back huge memories. Dropping my brother off to violin practice, saxophone practice.
Did you play any instruments?
I played the piano for a bit, was absolutely horrible at it, but I tried.
Good
You?
deal. I played the flute for a moment.
A flute?
For a moment. And then they switched me to the trombone, and I played that for 3 years.
Did you?
I got to play the trombone on the Great Wall of China.
What?
Poorly. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't good.
Hey, how many people can say that?
But it was pretty rad. And they're done up as Monopoly is too, which I think is fun. That's a fun game. I think we were more of a life family, though. We played the game of life
okay.
a bit more.
Do you want to know something? True story, I've never played Monopoly.
Carly,
yeah, I know.
Carly,
I know.
you, me, B-Mac, throw in a Stephen Kepler. Let's get the whole gang together.
Never played Monopoly.
And play Monopoly.
Who the heck hasn't played Monopoly? Me.
Carly Friddes.
Goodness. Okay, Silver Star Mountain Resort is next. Oh, one of my most
now do you
favorite.
ski?
Yes, I'm an avid snowboarder.
Rock on.
Yes, and I do not ski in Kelowna. Like my past has always been
you come
Silver
up to
Star.
Silver Star.
Always,
Good
and
deal.
forever.
When I was telling my old boss, I lived in Ontario for a bit. Very cold in Northern Ontario,
Yes.
as you might assume. And I said, like, oh, well, I got a job in BC. I'm moving back to BC. And she said, oh, I bet you'll love that it's a little bit warmer there. And I'm like, no, I'm moving to the interior. There's a literal ski resort right up the road.
Yes, and that's a beautiful thing about living here. It literally is right up the road.
It is. It's 30 minutes, and that's if it snowed.
We're so lucky, and it's my happy place.
Yeah,
it is my happy place.
It's a lovely mountain to ski
and
on.
the skating rink and tube
Skating
town.
and tubing.
Something for everyone.
I mean, I like the pubs too.
Yes.
There's a handful of.
You could never go wrong with the pubs.
There's a handful of really great options.
Long John's, yes.
For restaurants up there, exactly. I was served by the John of Long John's.
Oh,
I
good
didn't.
old John.
There's actually two of them.
Yes.
They might have recently retired, if memory serves me correctly. But I didn't realize it was named after a John.
Yep, small town stuff.
Yep. Looks like they're being followed by Unwind Tours,
Which offers wine tours in Lake Country Kelowna as well as West Kelowna.
I mean, it's a big part of the Okanagan.
And just people think that wine touring should only be done in the summer. Winter's a great time too.
Yes, because it's significantly less busy.
And who is this guy with this tan?
You know exactly who that guy with the tan is. Oh, it's the one and the only Brian Martin, followed closely by Rebecca. Ay! It's okay. Good TV.
Just joking. We love you.
Hi.
I will say, strictly speaking, the competition.
That wasn't camera.
That was on camera?
I
Good.
loved it.
I'm glad I got B-roll. Yeah, Brian and Rebecca from Beach Radio. I lovely folks.
Looks like somebody just got back from a vacation.
Oh gosh, yes, he is very tanned, isn't he?
Isn't he very tan? What tanning cream do you use, sir? What products do you use?
We may be competition, but we all get along. We all get along.
You can't not love them. It's
Brian
impossible.
and Rebecca used to work in the building that Pure Country's in now. It's everyone's. We're all friendly. That's super
Exactly.
fun. I'm really looking forward to that clip. I'm really looking forward to that.
Apple Tree Childcare is next. What a great job they did on decorating their bus.
Yeah, they are. Oh, another video game. They're done up as folks from Super Mario.
Oh,
Which is super fun.
Good for you. You're good at that.
Well, luckily for you, I'm a gamer. I did forget Pac-Man for a moment, but what can you do?
And the U18 AAA Thompson Okanagan Lakers hockey. There's the Lakers
There's
name
the
again.
Lakers. So if memory serves me correctly, the SO Cup is a ladies tournament, and I believe we won. Does that it looks like they've got a lovely cup of sorts. So I do think
Trophy.
they're some
Trophy
of the
sort.
winners. Yeah. Congrats, ladies. And we got to host it this year too, which is a big deal.
Oh, this looks rather fun. I remember those from being a little girl. I remember
The
those.
little go-karts?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now, one thing I love about the folks at Gilbert Parts Depot is that their car looks like the car from Cars, Lightning McQueen.
Yes, there you go. Nailed it.
Who voices Lightning McQueen again? Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow.
Wow. It's what I say to my dog all the time, and it drives my co-host crazy. Wow. Wow. Wheel of Restoration.
Oh, that's fun. Which restoration folks is this now? Because there's a handful in the area.
This is Total Restoration
Total
Services.
Restoration. There you go. And they are done up as a Wheel of Fortune. That's fun.
That's good. Wonder what Pat's up to. Has he retired?
I
Oh,
think
wait.
he's got one more year.
Is he got one
and then
more year?
Ryan Seacrest is taking over.
That's right.
Right.
Does that guy ever miss a job opportunity?
I believe there's a joke in the industry about him never sleeping. Because it's morning radio in LA.
Yeah. And then it was Kelly and Ryan.
Kelly and Ryan. American Idol again.
Oh my gosh.
They took a little American Idol break.
Leave a room for the other people. Come on.
Yeah, Ryan.
Oh, he'll do great at that.
He will. Have you ever wanted to be a Vanna White or on a game show at all?
Of course.
Yeah,
Who
of
wouldn't
course.
want to be?
I wanna-
She's never worn the same dress twice.
Good for her.
Yes, that's fantastic.
I've worn the shorts so many times.
Speaking of, do you want to tell us this quick little story about your shoes?
Oh, no, I don't need to.
No, it's so great.
No, they are great. Okay, so, there's a little story about the shoes. My grandmother loves Fluvogs. They're
Yes.
called Fluvogs.
Yes.
It's a brand. They're
In Vancouver and
yeah,
Casco.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, they're made in Vancouver. And she loves them. And we went shopping one day for their end of year sale. And she said, "Now Turner, find yourself a pair." I'm like, "Oh, I like these." They were $120. Oh, but Turner, they're not on sale. So she made me get the $300 boots that were down for $200 because that's a deal.
Oh, your grandma's my kind of people.
Oh, she's great.
That's girl math perfectly.
Girl math. I think my grandmother invented girl
I
math.
do too.
Yes, you heard it here first.
Oh, look at these guys. The wrestling.
Yeah, the folks at is it thrash wrestling? Yes, thrash wrestling. We've got a
Men-
typo. It says trash wrestling here. I don't think that's very
Yeah,
nice.
I think it's thrash.
Yeah.
Men and their wrestling. Oh,
Oh, at the Hubert Center this evening. Rock on. Yeah, it's you know what I do. I understand the appeal.
the wrestling appeal?
Yeah. And like MMA, wrestling, obviously very different, but I understand why they have a following.
Very popular.
Ain't that the truth? And
That
Wow.
went by fast.
just like that,
Just like
the
that.
Lavington planners popping by,
We
and
are wrapping up. Well,
and that's
that,
it.
That was so much fun.
well, I didn't even realize we were at the end. I was having way too much fun.
It blows my mind that the very first Winter Carnival was held on Long Lake, which is now Kalamalka Lake. Who knew that?
Back in 1893.
1893, and now
Oh.
we're sitting at 20. Is it 24?
24? 24.
Right. That's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Carly, it was so great having
It
you
was
back
vast.
in Vernon for the Winter Carnival and for our parade. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, and I am such a proud Vernon girl. So that was really special to me.
Oh, well, rock
that really
on.
was. Yeah.
I'm glad that you got to notice all of the traditions that are still kicking around, like the police officers and Joe Poe and Joe Pat.
yes. Oh, it's so neat, and the fact that there's still Winter Carnival pins, which I need to get myself.
Yes, I'm very glad we did not get arrested during the parade. Yes. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you so
Turner.
much. And thank you to the lovely folks at Rogers TV for helping us out with the broadcast. And thank you to everyone for taking in all the festivities.
And parade on.
The parade on.
We'll hopefully see you next year
Exactly.
if I'm welcome back.
If you, I'll have you back any day.
Yay!
If you have any questions about any of the events that the Vernon Winter Carnival is putting on, presented by Valley First, you can find them at vernonwintercarnival.com. And I will see you hopefully back here next year. Ciao!